Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ReReview. My name is Jared.
And I'm David.
And this is a show where we take other people's reviews and we give them a review of our own. We also enjoy watching a good
Terrible
or
movies.
a good or bad movie that maybe one that got a bad rap or one that you thought was good and no one else seems to agree with you. That's what we look for.
We also try to find the good in the bad. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This week, I think we actually found not a diamond in the rough, but we certainly found maybe some pretty good jelly in the back of the fridge.
Yeah, maybe the amethyst in the diamond pile.
Yeah. All right. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to do the re-review. We're going to look at a review that was done for a business establishment. This one was a dance club. We're going to give it a read. We're going to let you know what we think of the establishment and what we think of the review. So to begin, do you like douchebags, loud music, underage girls, overpriced drinks, skank planks? We had to look this up. A skank plank is a rib tattoo or an elevated platform used for dancing. Anyways, and pushing your way through sweaty people. If you answered yes, you'll love this place. This place sucks, and someone got murdered here.
That's in caps.
All caps. So actually, if you're going to capitalize anything, yeah, definitely someone getting murdered here. If he capitalized sweaty people and then capitalized murdered here, to me, I would say he's saying they're the same thing.
Yeah, I feel that sends the wrong message.
It certainly does. Well, continuing, I'm an avid runner, and I passed this place on my morning run. I recall running by the club the morning after the stabbing, and I saw the victim's family and friends mourning in front of the club with flowers and candles. So sad to see life lost over stupid, drunken stuff. That poor victim fell on the floor, and his last sights in life were the ceiling of this crappy dance club. Awful. Just awful thing to think about.
So yeah, wow. Absolutely brutal review. No, I can speak from experiences. I've been to this location.
Now, the venue has changed names 4 times. Was it still called? Was it by the same name when you went there?
Yeah, it was. It was pre-stabbing, but I had been there, and oh boy.
Now, do you think they have you can after 5 stabbings we change the name, or do you think they just change the name per stabbing?
It seems to be on a 2-stabbing basis these days.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I do know that when they were serving underage minors drinks, they changed the name after that. So it just seems like a traumatic event or legal problems is what causes a name change of this club.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's always the same exact people, too. So, the name changes, but the names don't really change.
But considering this guy's review, let's say this club was still opened. Would you go to it?
No. I think I think this review does a very good job of telling me exactly what I needed to know. I need to keep my ribs in place without extra holes.
He definitely does not want people to go here. So based on his review and that intent, success. I'm not going there.
Yeah,
open or not.
That's a I don't know. What do you say? An 8 out of no.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this one's definitely an 8 out of no thank you.
Yeah. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. In terms of club reviews, it's this guy gives a solid 9 out of club review.
9 out of clubbing, in fact.
Yeah. And also just for the story of it all, talking about the stabbing, the proper use of murdered here in capitalization. This guy is definitely a 10 out of emphasis on murder.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I think this reviewer is one to watch out for. I think he's going to give us some quality content in the future.
Oh, seriously. I hope he goes to some more clubs where people get stabbed. I want to read about that. I don't want anyone to get stabbed, though. But,
no.
If they do while he's there, I will
if
read
they
that
do,
review.
I just want this man to be there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, or at least nearby at some point, because you can't trust the news anymore. But this guy, you can trust him.
Yeah.
No question, no doubt, no doubt.
Positive, unlike that review. All right.
Yeah, you gotta make a good out of the bad, and if you can write a good review based on somebody getting murdered in a dance club, well, good for you. You are the silver lining. Be the silver lining you need. This motivational phrase brought to you by the ReReview.
All right, and now comes the part where we do our weekly movie review. This week was a real choice movie.
I mean, you say choice, but it was completely random.
Yeah.
I actually, not often do you get a review. We get a movie that we have to review. It's not often we look at the title of the movie and go, I know exactly what to expect from this.
And I think we may have gotten that, but I'll leave that up to the review portion of the show. So this week's was Avalanche Sharks. I think
or
that
Snow
was,
Sharks.
Or Snow Sharks. I'm not sure what the proper title is.
You see, on Netflix, the poster is Avalanche Sharks. On IMDb, it's Snow Sharks. So
I personally like the sound of Snow Sharks just better.
It rolls off the tongue.
It sure does.
Just like sweet snow off the tongue, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, definitely. All right, we're going to start with the review, we're going to start with the trailer for the movie to get you ready for Avalanche Sharks. Snow Sharks.
It was supposed to be a week of chilling out.
It's spring break, Sheriff. Yeah, everything goes.
But when an ancient predator is disturbed from slumber...
So there's a story around here about a mystical creature summoned to protect the mountains. They say it swims through it like a shark.
What the hell? What started out as a mammoth vacation is about to go downhill fast.
Oh, crap.
Get out! Now! There's nowhere to hide! They've tasted human flesh!
What happened? Sharks, man!
Now, if they're going to make it off the mountain in one piece...
They swim through the snow like other sharks move through water.
They'll have to fight back or become shark bait.
Get inside! Come on, right here!
Snow's gonna run red with your blood.
In the coolest action horror adventure that will have you scared stiff.
It's time to claim your prize.
Avalanche Sharks. Snow bunnies. Better watch out.
Okay, we're back. Wow.
Okay. Comparing this to last week, I had fun watching this movie. It was not good.
not by any stretch of the imagination.
There was nothing really good about this movie except that it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, except for the smile that it put on my face.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew they were. I want to know if they thought they were doing something serious. That's my big question.
I mean, I looked up the movie. It was actually a sequel to a sci-fi original, Sand Sharks. So I imagine probably not very serious.
Okay, so they knew what they were getting into.
I think we honestly knew what we were getting into when we looked at the title of this film.
Oh no! When the movie selector gave us Avalanche Sharks, I didn't go, "Now that's a piece of cinema everyone needs to learn about."
But at the same time, that's exactly what we said.
Yeah. That said, it's I can watch that again. It's by no stretch good, but if I'm with some friends, we're drunk. That's a movie I'd watch. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know that my friends would put up with a lot of the themes present in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, it looks like the director worked on a couple of the Sharknado movies as a video or visual effects. So there's that.
So that explains why the VFX actually weren't completely terrible.
At some point, they weren't the worst thing ever. Okay, I've seen worse effects in movies, but every now and then in this one, like there'd be a guy standing there and the shark would dive at him, and then the person's body would just kind of disappear.
Yeah.
I mean, story-wise, though, it's easy to follow. There is a mountain, a real mountain, Mammoth Mountain in California. There is a shark, or several sharks, that move through the snow.
Yeah, it seems like there's more than one.
Yeah, they could be made of snow, which is how they move through the snow.
I mean, there's no one scene in the film where they look to be made from snow. They mostly look like they're ice sharks.
They looked like a frozen fin coming out, like just a shark fin was left in the freezer and got freezer burned.
Well, I mean, you really get a good glimpse of the little icy beasts whenever they grab somebody by the ankles.
Which they do a lot.
There's a surprising amount of angry ankles in this film.
Yeah, I think they have a bunch of leg sharks, actually. That's what these are. Watch out for the Mammoth Mountain leg sharks. They are a problem.
Yep, worst kind.
Okay, I just want to go over this real quick. So, the director, he has done Sand Sharks, Avalanche Sharks, Sharknado 5, Global Swarming, Empire of the Sharks, Planet of the Sharks. Yeah, this guy has a thing for sharks.
I'm guessing he just made the shark model for their 3D software and just like, all right, where can we put him now?
Yeah, he's just it's like, oh shoot, we need actually. He's the visual artist, so he does the VFX and stuff like that. So I don't know why he's the director for this movie.
Because they couldn't find anybody else up to the task.
Yeah. So let's talk about the characters though and character development.
Sure, I'd love to. Who were they?
Okay, well, let's say you and me were in this movie, and we meet up. We definitely do a bro hug, and I'm gonna say, "Yo, Jared, I haven't seen you in 2 years since you went away to college to get a degree in social studies. How have things been since then?" I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna just ignore like the idea of ever giving the audience an idea of your name. And just talk about like trying to find some chicks, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna slam it at the mountain. We're gonna shred, if you know what I'm saying. Which I don't actually. I don't.
Actually, funny enough, one of the characters was named Shredder, and not the villain from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nope, and you don't even find out the guy's name was Shredder until well after he's dead. So this guy dies, and
wait,
30 minutes later, they're like, "Where's Shredder?"
He was the first to go.
Exactly. That's all. That's what keeps on happening. It's just like people die. You find out their names later, or they say the name once and they expect you to listen. Like, we're taking notes on our end because right now, here's the list of cast members I have. There's Wade, who is the soldier marine, who that's his only character. That's actually all he has for him. There's blonde number 1, blonde number 2, blonde number 3,
kind of blonde number 4.
Kind of blonde number 4, the blonde in the hot tub, and Mike.
Mike, the only likable male character in the entire movie.
Seriously, they all walk out like, "Hey, I'm a man. I'm here to make love to women. That's what I'm here for." And Mike is just like, "I just want to smoke weed and play Xbox." It's like, Mike, yes, gone too soon, Mike. Gone but never forgotten.
R.I.P., buddy. Yeah, just so many choice decisions for people, and oh god, the props. The truck with the tape cross on it for the medevac truck.
There's a truck. There's that truck. There is the sheriff's office, which is also the mountain manager's office. They're clearly the same office, and they're clearly using the same desk in a slightly different location. Which, well, that was a very interesting choice on part of the directors.
Well, I mean, they also used the same skis that were part of like some sort of I don't know, like crest or something on the wall, and just literally took them off that wall, put them into the corner, leaning against a different wall. Beautiful. I totally didn't notice it was the same room, and that those were actually the same skis.
Right. Actually, I think you knew instantly it was not the same room.
Yes.
But you know what this movie, I feel like they were watching Sharknado or a rerun of Jaws, or maybe both. And then they looked outside and it was snowing, and they were like, "Dude, I got an idea." And the movie just wrote itself. They named it Avalanche Sharks, and then they go, "I know everything we need to do from this point moving forward."
There's also a very good portion of the film where they just use some footage of people either riding around on I can't remember what those things are called. I forget them every time. Kind of like the characters' names.
Ski-Doo?
The Ski-Doo is an official name, but they have a different name.
Motorized skis?
Yeah, I'll remember eventually. It has snow somewhere. I keep wanting to say snowblower, but that just brings back memories of the poor guy snowblowing the lawn.
Yeah. I'm very curious about that. Why was there a guy just snowblowing on the mountain for no reason?
Just like, just clearing the grass around a rock.
Not only was he almost shot, unfazed though, this guy was a badass. We'll give him that much. Completely unfazed but almost getting shot, and he just kept on snowblowing the mountain.
Yeah, just doing his thing.
You know what? I commend him for commitment to the job. But speaking of things that don't make sense, like snowblowing on the mountain, what was up with people wearing bikinis a lot?
Well, okay, so the tagline from the movie, I don't know if it was a tagline, it was whatever was on the back cover of it, said, like, a bikini contest is interrupted by a shark avalanche.
They mentioned a bikini contest. I never saw a bikini contest.
There was no bikini contest. There were ladies in bikini, I guess, contesting each other for these gross men's love. That's it. That's all I saw.
Okay, but here's where I will commend the movie with some incredibly ballsy decisions. They made a Canadian be an asshole.
Not just one.
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, there are at least 3. It's super bold.
I wouldn't do that. But the fact that there's a studio out there willing to take that controversial stance on Canadians, good for them.
Well,
Sometimes,
they were, but they had to actually come to America to, develop that boldness.
oh yeah, no, you
betray
can't
their
film that.
countrymen.
You couldn't film that in Canada. You'd be arrested. The Mounties would show up and just be like, "Hey, you don't have to do that. We can get some Tim Hortons and talk about it."
Yeah, we'll see what this is all about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt your filming.
Yeah,
Oh, Canada.
I'm already sorry to any Canadians that may be actually listening to our show. We didn't mean it like that. We are sorry.
Yes. Canada, we love you. Personally, I love you, Canada.
For upstairs neighbors, I mean, we could do a whole hell of a lot worse.
Absolutely. We appreciate you for being who you are and giving us as Americans a goal of where we need to be politically and just, mannerisms in general. So thank you. Okay, moving on.
I mean, we had to apologize to Canada, and actually, I think Canada should apologize to us for making this film.
Yeah,
for sending the money.
Just in general, though, I feel like the cast of Wait a minute. I'm looking at the cover of Avalanche Sharks, and the image for the poster, it says snow shark. What?
Have we made a mistake?
No, we did not make a mistake. The title says Avalanche Sharks, but the poster says Snow Sharks on IMDb.
That's the Canadian version.
Oh. I feel like avalanches are a major concern in Canada, and calling a movie Avalanche scary, terrifying, and sharks, just no Canadians would go see the movie. Snow Sharks, though. They could be Snow Sharks.
But say it with me, though. Snow Sharks.
Snow Shark.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Avalanche Shark.
Does not.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's only one avalanche, and the sharks show up long before that. So I think
I don't even know why there was an avalanche.
I think somebody shot the mountain. If I remember correctly, it was definitely caused by man.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or just,
my
I
memory's
think it
hazy.
just happened, but we didn't write it down, and this movie's very forgettable, so I don't know.
I wouldn't say that it's very forgettable. I think our previous film was a lot more forgettable. The thing that was forgettable is just the characters, the things that you're supposed to really care about in the film.
Yeah, but at the same time, this movie knows what it is. I think we can accept that. It knows what it is. But
all I can say is I don't think I've ever rooted for the monster more.
Oh yeah. Just when you have these incredibly unlikable characters, you're just like, yes, eat that person, except for Mike.
Yeah. No. Why'd they have to take Mike?
Forever in our hearts, Mike. All right. So let's finish this up. Let's wrap this up. So, based on some categories, let's see. How would you rate this movie?
Oh boy. I mean, it's cold, but also warm at the same time.
Right.
So it's giving that little fuzzy feeling in the cockles of my heart. So as a movie, I mean, it's a solid ice cold 1. But the feeling that it gives me, I give that a 6.
Ooh, 6 out of feeling.
Yes,
nice.
it's like the sexiest number.
Yeah, it's like almost as sexy as 9.
You just got to put them together.
Absolutely. So I would rate this movie I'm going to give it a 2 out of movie and a 4 out of shark.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I think it earned that. This is not the worst shark movie I've ever seen.
Really?
But I'm going to go ahead and give it a 0 out of characters because every one of them was the worst person I've ever met.
Yeah, just didn't exist.
If Mike survived, it would have easily gotten a 7 out of character.
As long as he was the only one.
Oh yeah, like if he killed like Wade or someone like that,
or Dale,
yeah, no, it would have been a 10 at that point.
And then survived to find love on his own.
Yeah, and not these mountain girls. I mean, they're not the girl for Mike.
They're not the girl for Mike.
No, Mike deserved better. All right, well, forever in our hearts, Mike. We miss you.
Yeah, in Mike's name, we record this podcast.
Forever in our hearts, Mike.
God bless and amen. All right, everybody. So I hope y'all remember last week's mystery review.
I'll be honest, I've already forgotten that. You had to tell me.
Okay, well, last week's mystery review was, and I quote, "My wife was very pleased with this one. Half job is done by this little buzzer, and you collect all the credits." So yeah, it was a personal massager, but not that kind.
Supposedly not that kind, but we're going to include a link for this on our page, and you can take a look if you think this is not that kind of personal massager.
Make that judgment yourself. I've already made that judgment, and
it's power switch. It's a happy face. Come on.
Hey, have you ever gotten a massage? Have you?
Yeah.
I mean, not that kind. I'm talking. Yeah. So it's wonderful. It puts a smile on your face. I mean, like, I don't know. All I know is that everybody else who reviewed that product said that it was too hard and uncomfortable to use in that way.
In that way.
Yep.
I don't know. It said, there's one end that feels okay, but everything else is too hard. So, with the majority of people saying that, I'm really curious what this first group was into. I don't know. We'll let you guys, we'll let you give your own opinion if you want to follow the link and check this out. Check out this mini 4-inch pocket personal massager. You can take a look and make your own assessment. All right.
Or for $3 you could buy and make your own assessment.
Yeah.
Actually,
if you're buying a $3 massager, you're not allowed to be upset with it. Like, you made your bed when you purchased that. When you saw the price tag and said, I want to put that inside me. Like, no. You're at fault for everything that follows. So, going into next week's mystery review, if you have an idea what you think it is, you can message us on Twitter at _ReReviewers, or you can message us you can comment on this video, you can send us a personal message through our website at ReReviewers.com. So our next product, what's this review for? It was exactly what I was looking for. I like the colors. I use some for actual fighting, and some as decoration. That one is a decoration.
Now, I'm not entirely sure where. I'm glad you put some sort of punctuation in there. The actual review that they left for us had no punctuation, so I'm not even sure if what they're referencing at any point in this. So, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. If you get this, I will Sharpie a T-shirt for you, and I will send that to you. Okay, I won't mail it because that costs money. But if you want to meet up at a coffee shop, someplace safe, I will give you that shirt, and it will say "Good job" on it. So if you want that shirt, guess this product.
What a prize.
You get to meet me for coffee. I might even buy it if I got paid that week.
So yeah, while we're on the topic of sharing stuff back with us, if there's a movie that you want to us to review, go ahead and send it on to us at our Twitter, or commenting on this video, or the ReReviewers.com, sending us a personal message. So a movie that you loved that nobody else does, or something that you hate that everybody else just can't stop raving about. We would love to hear about it. We'd love to review it for you. Give you that backup you need.
Let's make this community happen. So if you want to be a part of the discussion, you know how to do it.
All right. Thank you for listening. Make sure you tune in next week to the review when we cover The Horse Dancer. Oh boy, I can't wait.
It sounds as good as the name implies.
All right. So that's all for this week. Have fun, folks.